I travelled 2 hours by myself to go and attend the Arnold UK Festival. So, over the weekend, I went to the Arnold UK Festival. And honestly, I can say this without a shadow of a doubt, it is one of the best experiences that I have ever had. When I went to film at the Arnold, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to vlog or just get bits and pieces of everything. This is going to be a bit all over the place, and I don't exactly know the order, but hopefully this turns into something that you guys can enjoy. So I actually purchased one of the fast pass tickets for the Saturday, and let me tell you this, it made no difference. Like, I got there at 9 AM or just after 9 AM, got to the NEC, it was rammed. It was absolutely rammed.
Yeah, I feel a bit like a dick. There's so many people just like behind me. I don't know if you're able to see it, but like if you can see the group of people that are already behind me now, the 10 o'clock access, it's crazy. I don't know how long this actually lasts for today either, so I'm going to be here for most of the day. Oh, this is sick. Changed outfits, we're at the Arnold, let's go. Oh, this is sick. This is actually sick, oh my god. Statue over there as well. We'll get a photo of that in a minute.
On the Saturday, it was predicted that a minimum of 18,000 people turned up. So packed, but even though it was packed, it was such a good day. About an hour or so into me being there, finally got word that 3 people who I'd wanted to see had turned up. That was Dave Trains, Jay Penny, and Carlo Swift.
Right, I've just had confirmation that Dave Trains is somewhere in the building. I am on the hunt for him because I'm actually wearing his top, so it'd be nice to see him again. I've also heard that Carlo Swift is here. He's on his way at some point, so I need to find him as well. Found him. I found all of them. It didn't take me long. They haven't even made it in yet. They're all there. You've got Jay, Carlo's there. Where is he? Carlo's there in the Gymshark top. Mr. Dave Trains is there. He is. So yeah, mission complete.
Now, Jay, I actually met him at the Winsford Lift event that I went to earlier this year. I didn't realise who he was, so it was one of them ones where it's like, I recognise you, but I don't know your name. So I was able to speak to Jay, and I was able to speak to Carlo, and I actually spoke with them for quite a bit. But when it came to Dave Trains, it was one of them ones where everyone was crowding around him. So I thought I'd be polite and just, you know, he wasn't even in the event yet. None of them were in the event yet, so I thought I'd be polite. I'd be like, oh, I'll catch him later. And I took a few photos for him. I even got called his cameraman at one point. At one point, there was a panel on with the founder of Ghost, or one of the business leaders or partners. I'm personally not too sure who he was. He was speaking about becoming a content creator and how it's changed since when he first started, but what still needs to be done. And YouTube is the way to go. As much as short form content gets you growth faster, YouTube is the way to go for longevity.
You actually look at the amount of fitness YouTubers in Ireland or the UK. You know, in Ireland, I'm the biggest fitness YouTuber because no one else showed up to the race. Yeah, I win by default. And in the UK, there's really not that many. You know, you've got Ryan Terry, Matt Does Fitness, Mike Thurston, a handful more. You know, there's a small amount. So my answer to you would be get on YouTube and speed run, get to 100 videos as quick as you can. Don't worry about quality, just quantity. Get the reps in. Once you've gotten to 100 videos, go into your analytics, look at your top 10 performing videos, and do those 10 again. So that's your niche, and that it shows you what works. That's what your audience likes to see. And in that process, you're going to become an amazing content creator. You're going to get better at editing. You're going to learn how to work cameras. You're going to learn how to hooks. You're going to do hooks. You're going to learn how to sell. You're going to learn how to pace videos, and you'll actually be a better person in real life. It'll make you better at speaking and communicating. YouTube is the biggest self-help, self-development project I've ever done. Brands absolutely love it. The audience loves it. And it gives you longevity in the fitness industry. And it is completely untapped. It's completely unsaturated. Just look at the amount of fitness YouTubers in Ireland and the UK. I actually looked at guys in America doing it, like Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, who are two of my best friends now. I looked at all these guys in America just crushing it, going to expos, and I said, I'm going to be the first Irish fitness YouTuber. And there's still so much space left. So that's my advice. YouTube, 100 videos, look at your top 10. Let's go. I want to build some YouTubers here that I can collaborate with. I want some competition around these neck of the woods.
And at some point during day one, I actually saw the same people that did the PR Lift event, and they asked me questions about Diamond Gym and the Manosphere. Now, if you want to see my response to their question about the Manosphere, you're going to have to go check out their channel because I didn't record my response. But this is basically how I responded to their questions to me about Diamond Gym.
Is Diamond Gym still relevant?
Yeah. Yes, 100% it is. I personally, I know it gets a lot of bad stigma because a lot of people think, oh, you know, it's stupid. They're not actually lifting with correct form. I think it's really good. I honestly think it's really good. You see people like celebrities go there. All the acting that they put into showing off on their social medias, their shows, like the comedians, the Ashton Halls, who have that sort of like presence online, you see all of that stripped away and you see them for who they really are. And 9 times out of 10, you actually realise that, oh, they're not, like some people might think that Ashton Hall's a bit of a twat because he does the run. Some people do think that, because he does all the running and he has the abs and he does the water in the face thing. But then when you see him actually go for a workout that is designed to break you and you absolutely smash it out, you just got to have respect for him.
How long do you think Diamond Gym has got left?
I think it's one of them ones where I don't think it's ever gonna like stop. It's never gonna die, but it will slowly, it will just fade into the background, because you got to think like all of the other things that have come up in like the gym community especially, and even just trends in general, they never like fully like die and stop. They're still going on in the background, and there are always going to be people who are going to be like, oh, the Diamond Gym thing's died down, let me go there and see what happened, and then they'll probably come back. And yeah, now that they're sponsored by Young LA and everything as well, it's just gonna, all their athletes are just gonna be like smashing it out as well.
Do you think it's cringy?
No, I don't think it's cringy. I think sometimes I think it's cringy, but it's like a funny type of cringe. It's like some of the gym talk videos you see now. It's cringe, but it's like a good kind of cringe. It doesn't make you want to turn it off.
What makes a good cringe?
Something that's like, you know that like it's funny, and you wouldn't think, oh, you think, oh mate, that's stupid, but in like a good way.
Do you think dying of rhabdomyolysis is funny?
Dying of what?
Rhabdo.
I don't know what that is.
So, anatomy lesson, basically, you break down all your muscle cells and then you get poisonous stuff in your bloodstream and then you die, which comes from dehydration.
Well, obviously no, I don't think that's funny. But yeah, I mean, like, it's one of them ones where, do they actually, like at Diamond Gym obviously they say you can't have water, but even Alex Eubank said the other day that like they would sneak water into the bathrooms and drink it there. So it's like, they're telling us they don't drink water, but realistically they probably are. But they say it's up to everyone else's opinion.
So, Diamond Gym are liars.
So after that, I kept walking around. I was checking out booths, I was purchasing things, I was competing in more contests.
Guys, in, hand straight. On the wrist.
Right.
Hand clap. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, hand straight. All points straight. Breathe. Feel it, you're out.
Yeah, I'm not going to win this. Oh.
Breathe. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds only. We are now 1 minute in. 1 minute. Flat hands, that's it, flat hands. Hold it. Come on, do this. Hold it right there,
Can't be the first one out. come on. He's not even facing him, this ain't fair.
Come on. Come on. It's society.
Come on. Let go, drop it. Come on.
Come on.
Fuck. No. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Oh, fair play, man. Fair play. Fuck.
And then we kept running into literally some of the biggest faces on Gym Talk.
So I'm here with
Ryan Rara.
So I've got 2 questions for you. Number 1, what's your biggest hot take in the gym?
I feel like this one's going to be a little damaging,
Oh.
but calisthenics won't get you the physique that you want when it comes to being the top tier calisthenic physiques. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Is there anyone here that does calisthenics?
I could do some calisthenic stuff, and I'm telling you right now, I've never trained calisthenics in my life,
Okay.
but I'm pretty good at it just from doing like gym stuff. So I feel like, do you know when they say like, oh, you don't have functional muscle?
Yeah.
All bullshit. All bullshit.
Fair. Okay, no, it's fair. It's a hot take. And my next one for you, which has probably got a bit more controversy behind it. Who's the worst creator on Gym Talk?
I don't know if I can speak about that. There is this one guy that has a very high ego, which I've never done a collab with, and I never will be doing a collab with. He has DM'd me. I've not replied back to him because I just know what kind of guy he is. But there is a lot of people in the fitness space that have an ego, and I would say if you ever gain a lot of followers, never switch up. Always stay humble. Remember, that shit can go away from you in seconds. But there is this one guy. I can't say his name.
What about if you whisper the name and I say the name?
No, because that's even worse. That's the same shit. I'll give you a first letter. H. I'll give you a first letter H. He ain't too big in the gym industry. He's got like 200k followers.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big.
No, I mean like he ain't big in like, he hasn't been popping off recently. I'm saying too much. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying too much.
Well, thank you for that, man.
Have a
Cheers.
nice one, yeah, have a nice
Cheers.
one.
So, I'm here with
Jay Carrotfit.
as if they didn't know who you were already.
Appreciate
So, I've got 2 questions for you, okay? Obviously, I've seen you do a load of collabs with people.
Yeah.
Your funny content, it's honestly what got me into making content.
No way, I appreciate
So
it.
I've got to ask you, what's been your best collab?
My best collaboration. That's a good one, man. Sorry.
Oh.
I think it's a good one. I actually did one recently with Listus, who's on Gladiators. Have you seen her? She's a Gymshark athlete. That was really, really good. I'm trying to think now, like everyone that I've met up with. Tell you who I think's got like a really bright future is George Lifts. Have you seen him, the 14-year-old? Yeah, like he's a really good lad. So that was a good collaboration.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm really trying to get in with the Americans a little bit more. Like me and Brody are meant to be linking up. Do you know Brody?
Yeah.
So I've done a little video with him before.
Oh, nice.
Need to do something more like a proper project. So, yeah. But that's it really, man. I'm trying to think like there's loads of names rushing through my head. But yeah, that's it really.
Now the other side of it, who's the worst person you've done a collab with? I've been asking everyone this, and so far no one's dropped the names.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really pick my collaborations like to be people that I wouldn't get on with. Do you know what I mean?
Fair.
So to be honest, like, there isn't really any worse collaboration. Like I've always done my best to like make sure the content that we produce is good and that we're aligned and stuff like that. So yeah, there isn't really an answer. I wish there was.
No, that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, but cheers.
Maybe just for the content, I'll say my boy Mike. That's in all my videos, just for the banter.
Yeah, I met him earlier as well. Actually, he said you.
There you go. Well, lovely to meet you.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, of course.
We put pounds together. Yeah, so I can't. What's going on? It's a video.
It's a video.
That's something. Finish. You want me to move on? Oh, we need to get a video of this. Really nice. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Thanks. I got asked, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask him, and now I'm thinking of a better question. So he asked you who's like the best person you've done a video with.
Yeah.
Who's the worst?
actually going to try and think of an answer. I was going to try and be woke and not think of one, but let me think of one. The worst person I've filmed. Some guy called Otis Phoenix.
Otis Phoenix?
Some guy called Otis Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
So what you're saying is a shit content creator?
Nah, I don't actually have an answer to that, you know what I mean?
No, that's
Otis
fair,
is
man.
over there, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much day one. Day two, I woke up, I felt like absolute shit. Honestly, like between all the contests and all the driving that I had to do from the day before, because I didn't stay up in Birmingham. I drove all the way up to Birmingham, stayed there till about 9 o'clock at night, training after doing all these contests, to then drive back and get home for 11. It's not like I got a hotel or anything, which I probably should have done. But on day two, it was my dad's birthday last week, okay? For his birthday, because he's been so supportive of me going to these events and everything, I thought, you know, I'd bring him with me. So I brought him and I brought my cousin with me.
Right, so we're back at day two of the Arnold. This time I'm with my dad and I'm with my cousin. Harvey, where are you? You're hiding behind my shoulder. There you go. Oh, I'm still so sore after yesterday. But it should be fun. You guys should enjoy it.
That is weird machine.
Like even just the sound of it, like you know it sounds weird.
I like it, it's different.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not different. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like you can almost feel like the... I gave it a go yesterday.
I find it nice and slow. It's nice, isn't it? Because I feel like machines that have like it on the side, I get more of a pump on one side than the other side. Yeah, best on the upper foot.
Yeah.
It's nice. You've been on all these cars.
So, look at all the people who come to see me at the Arnold. It's crazy, right? Honestly. Absolutely just crazy.
And then at one point I wanted to try and film some content, so I left him and my cousin. I let them walk around and they had like a proper deep chat about fitness and everything as well, because my cousin is also someone who has been going on his own fitness journey. And then I ran into these guys.
Got you here.
Yeah.
Inception here.
Okay.
Right, so I'm here with
Carlo Swift, the one and only.
my biggest fan. My biggest fan.
I am the biggest fan.
Oh, okay.
I am.
I've got to ask you, what's your biggest gym hot take?
My biggest gym hot take? What even is a hot take? I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know what a hot take is. Okay, is it something like controversial?
Yeah, it's uncontroversial. Like, I had Rai say that calisthenics isn't a proper workout.
Here is it. You ready, yeah? Natural bodybuilding is like women's football. No one's interested. See you later. It's Carlo Swift!
No, to be fair, it's fine. I mean, if you want to do this, if you want to do the same thing for me, like.
I'm checking the
It's Kai, yeah.
Is that Kai? What he said, you know, I'm back tired. He went through one year out the other. I won't even English. Oh shit!
What was that?
I actually need to take my protein, is what I just said.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Cold Carlo, my protein. Oh shit!
What I'm here with, if it will fucking follow me, who am I here with?
Dion.
Who's the shittest creator on TikTok?
Oh, I wonder who. Turn the camera around.
Who's that?
Right, that's not fucking me, mate.
What is he trying to mute?
We're all matching. I'm clip farming you right now.
Oh, hi.
My area as well, it's crazy.
I'm here again with my second biggest fan.
Been in school for like 4 years. Yo,
Fucking fuming.
you know the fucking rules, that's the one.
No way, Carlo. I want to feel you.
I feel ill as shit.
I don't see how you come here yesterday hungover. I think that's crazy.
You had a mission for me. What's my mission?
The mission, right. Operation Arnold Day 3 Sunday. Right, I know you said you already trained. That's off the boards, right? You could do a me, get a blackout jump, and then just come here hungover, mentally hungover. But
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Right. Operation 1. Raid the fucking stalls.
I've already done that, mate. Have you not? You want to see my bag?
Again.
You want me to raid them again? I didn't do duffel bag.
No, raid them again. You can go more than once, right? 2. You got a girlfriend?
No.
Drop game. Drop loose game.
Okay, I've already done that as well.
Arnold loose game.
I've already done that, and turns out we already had each other on Instagram.
No shit.
Yeah.
Three. Just fucking literally video max the whole of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, get videos of everything as much as you can, as far as you can. That's Operation That. And 4.
Fucking 4.
Have a fucking sick time.
Oh mate, I'm having a sick time, to be fair.
Bro.
I have just abandoned my dad and cousin, but I'm having a sick time. Sort of where they are. But yeah. Oh my god!
Good to see you, bro.
In my head, I've now got 700 followers on Instagram. Seeing anyone with more than 1,000 followers to me is insane, because it's like, I admire you because you've been doing it so well. And there are people at this event who I was speaking to who have less followers than me, but look like they just have the presence to be famous or to be well known within like the gym talk community. We spent so long just talking and coming up with ideas for videos, and it was really nice to just feel a part of a community. And I feel like it's something that you don't get unless you really commit to this sort of content game. It was a bit surreal because it was like, you know, you see them on your phone, you see how many views, you see how many likes, you see how many followers they've got, and you think, oh mate, if you ever meet them, they're just going to be like completely different. No, they're just down to earth people. If you don't know me as a person, I'm 24 years old. I was in education to the age of 23, from college to uni after the lockdown. And after leaving uni, I didn't have work for a while, no solid work. So I spent all my time in the gym. I lost 20 kilos, 30 kilos in weight. I started posting content, like gym content, about a year ago. In doing so, I've lost contact with people who I thought were my friends. I sometimes wondered if, you know, I'm doing the right thing, if this is something that's worth pursuing. I really wanted to ask James a question to sort of get his perspective on it.
So obviously, I found out the other day. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, see, I found this out the other day. For the longest time, I thought you were, and please don't take this the wrong way, like 26, 27.
It's alright.
But that's only because I have.
Sorry.
6, 7.
Sorry. No.
But so, like, okay, how old were you when you first started lifting and got sponsored by Gymshark and that?
When I was sponsored by Gymshark, I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started my fitness journey about a year ago. I'm doing like posting content, everything like that. Obviously, I'm 24 now. I feel like I'm a little bit behind. Everyone around me is younger. What advice could you give me as someone who's a little bit older than everyone else in the scene right now, who's just starting out? If there is any advice you could give.
I've never had to think about this one. I think the reason the younger guys pop off is because the majority of the fitness audience is younger.
Yeah.
I think. You know, like I popped off when I was like 18, 19, 20, and all my followers were, you know, about
the same age.
15 to 18.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And now I feel like the age I'm bringing in now, I feel like you can tell.
Yeah. Because I'll be honest, you brought me in. You were one of my biggest inspirations.
I appreciate that. So like, I think you bring in the age.
Yeah.
A similar age to you. You know, unless you calculatedly bring in a younger generation.
Okay.
You know, the same way, think of old people that try and bring in a younger generation. Like Bradley Martin constantly having younger guests on his podcasts.
Yeah.
What else? Who's older? Greg Doucette, just making videos about the people that are popping, so that brings in that audience. Who else is older? And then you've got people obviously like Eddie Hall and Larry Wills that it's just their crazy strength is the reason that they've got followers, you know? So you have to calculate it. Like, if you want to get a fast following, I think younger people are the quickest ones to get fast following. Older people like take a little bit longer to you know, build up the trust. Then you've got to do something that's going to appeal to a younger generation. But if that's not you, and like you don't want to be as calculated and you just want to be yourself, then you're just going to have to stick with it in the long run and make videos for your age of audience. And they might take longer to come on. Think about how many people were on social media when we were 18, and how many of your friends at 24 actually still have Instagram.
Yeah, that's.
I would delete it if I didn't do it. I would delete Instagram. So like, you know, you just got to remember there's not as many people our age on social media. They've got jobs every day. You know?
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a weird way.
No, I've got a job
you
as
know
well.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're not spending your whole day on social media like 17, 18-year-olds that are at uni that might only be going to one lecture a day are.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why the younger lot pop a lot more. And also because younger lot have more energy.
Yeah.
And the energy really needs to show through social media. So, you know, us talking to each other right now as humans, like, if this camera wasn't here, we would probably be even lower energy.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm fucking
we're
knackered.
adults, you know what I mean? We talk with a straight face. On social media, you got to fake it.
Yeah, you got to fake
you got
it.
to add the energy.
Yeah.
You can't just talk to the camera like this all the time.
Yeah.
Who wants to watch that?
Oh, one thing I will say though is obviously the energy you put in your videos, it matches how you are now. I imagine you're tired. I don't think you've left here in the 3 hours since you got here.
Yeah.
You've left this spot. Yeah. But like, you still got the same energy.
I mean, I think that's down to a dopamine release of me being excited to meet everyone.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day level, like if I'm sat alone at home, before I start the camera, I'm not like that all the time.
Yeah.
I am going, okay.
Yeah.
You know? Like sometimes I will genuinely be like that if the sun's out, but like other times, sometimes you do just have to think about a few things. That you know, what does the viewer want to see, right? Energy, good vibes.
I've got the one from my dad.
And, you know, something exciting.
No, honestly, that's perfect. Because it's one of them things where it's like, the more I want to do this, the more I think to myself, is it too late for me to do it? Because obviously I am older. I have got pretty much a full-time job, and I'm working my way up that, and also trying to build my following.
Yeah.
So one day it might come down to I pick one over the other to commit to. Yeah. But I really appreciate obviously the advice you've just given. It really means a lot to me.
No
thank you.
This answer he gave me was so eye-opening. It was so like mind-blowing to me. I've got a stable job at the moment now. I'm working my way up, but I also love doing social media. I do it for people on the side. I do it paid. I do it for free. But I've never really put that time and energy that I do for other people into myself. Hearing what he had to say, it genuinely almost made me quite emotional. And it really just reminded me, this can go like a million ways. If I stick to it, something's going to come from it. It might take a little bit longer because I am a little bit older, but I should keep at it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. There's probably going to come a point where I either pick, do I carry on with my social media and creating content, or do I take the best position in my current job role, and whichever one of those comes first, or whichever one of those I ultimately decide, I'll know that I gave both of them 100% of the effort that I could. And coming to that decision was helped by the conversation that I had with James. And that was pretty much my entire experience at the Arnold Expo. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know how long you've been watching this for, but if you have stayed to the end, thank you so much for watching. Check out all the people that I've put in this video, whether I've tagged them in the description or I've put their username on screens. Make sure to check out my social medias, and I will see you all in the next video.
So imagine, I've interviewed James twice, and as much as I love the advice he was giving me, I kind of have to agree with him on one thing. Otis is just a massive dickhead. Like he's so shit in everything he does, and it's not like he's standing next to me right now. I will say it to your face. Oh no, it's bigger than me.